So today we're talking about Joe's college road trip, the NBA All-Star game, and Love is Blind. My wife got me watching some stuff that I really don't watch.
Stop the cap.
On Joe's college road trip, this is another Madea movie. Tyler Perry made sure that Joe cussed. And when I say cussed, I mean he cussed. He let it fly. More vulgar than usual, more raw than the church play style Tyler Perry. But I mean, here's the thing, it actually worked. The world is raw. Social media don't filter nothing. Reality TV is wild. Everybody's blunt, so Joe fits 2026. Now, underneath the chaos and all the cursing and all the vulgarity, which I don't mind, the message was solid though. You got BJ, the private school, sheltered, comfortable, always asking, so why do we need black colleges? Aren't we all equal? That's the new school comfort talking because he's new school. Now Joe, he's loud, disrespectful, HR violation ready to happen, represent the lived experience. Now when he says, how can you stop something if you don't know where it started? I felt that. I did like that Joe was trying to let BJ become a man a little bit more. He was doing it in a little different way, you know, hooking him up with the prostitute or a hoe, as he would say. BJ was out here getting BJs, getting some chocha, you know, and that kind of changed him. Ever since BJ got some, that turned him blackety black. From that point on, BJ start turning black. So if your son is lacking some blackness, get him a BJ and watch everything change. Overall, it was a good movie, better than some of the previous Tyler Perry movies that I saw. Some might think different, and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Did you think that the vulgarity and the message was a little mixed, or did you think that Tyler went over the top with it? But what I respect is he kept the core message the same. You can laugh, you can cringe, you can judge Joe's delivery, but the lesson always lands. And as a 40-plus-year-old creator watching this, I see the evolution. Tyler Perry started with what he had. He kept building. He stayed consistent. That's the blueprint. Old school lessons delivered through chaos. Now let's talk about All-Star Weekend. They switched up the format a little bit for the game itself. And guess what? A lot of people actually says that it worked. Players were actually competing. Defense existed. Folks weren't just jogging to 200 points. Old school fans been begging for effort for years, and All-Star back in the day used to mean pride. Conferences used to have bragging rights, intensity, then it turned into a layup line, and suddenly players look interested again, at least this time. Let me tell you what didn't work though. The slam dunk contest, straight garbage. I'm talking trash can. We need to run it back to 2019 when Gordon and the other cat was competing. Where are the big names? Ant-Man, Ja Morant. These are the guys that people want to see. Instead, we got, I don't know. Nobody remembers because the stars don't participate anymore. Now, back in the day, we had Vince Carter, MJ, Dominique, the legends always putting on a show. Now it's just role players going out here doing these basic dunks. We need to bring back the pride, bring back the stars, make it matter again. Now the three-point contest, that was different. That was tough. And Damian Lillard, not even playing a single game this season, pulled up and took the trophy. Came straight off the couch and said, I'm still him. It's still Dame time. That's what All-Star Weekend should feel like. Legends showing up. Competition matters. Pride on the line, not a dunk contest nobody cares about. So here's my take. We gotta fix the slam dunk contest or kill it. Get back to where the stars are in it, playing. Make it prestigious because old school fans don't want no gimmicks. We want people to compete. This next segment, my wife is 11 years younger than me, so she kind of drugged me into some stuff. So let's talk about Love is Blind because this season, some of y'all not making it to the altar. All right, so let's run it real quick. We have Vic and Christine. They seem solid. They're calm, level-headed, first to get engaged. They feel more so intentional. Now, she did question being his wife as a white woman. I saw it in the preview. That dynamic could get interesting, but overall, they look grounded, and I can see this one working out. I do like them together. All right, so next up we have Amber and Jordan, and from jump, the chemistry wasn't there. She did not look interested, and I'm just being honest, the body language weren't matching any of the words that they said in the pod. This one don't feel like it's going the distance. I don't see this one working. All right, so now we have Mike and Emma, and I don't remember much about Mike, but Emma did remind us that she is adopted plenty of times and that she does not want kids plenty of times. So if Mike wants some children, that relationship is actually going to be on life support. Everybody was trying to convince her that, you'll be a good mother, but she gave off that I'm correct about everything energy, and that's hard to date. She seemed really hard to date, and a lot of people even online are not feeling her vibes. Now, Connor and Bree. Connor seems sure. Bree keeps on needing closure from the men that she met 10 days ago. 10 days ago in the pods. I mean, how much closure do you really need from a week and a half ago? And her energy shifted when she saw the other guys. Connor quiet about it, but you know how quiet dudes are. They explode eventually, so I don't see this one lasting. And she was giving off vibes to some of the other guys. She just was. Chris and Jessica seem like they fit each other. They seem like they're really into each other. Jessica is a little bit older than Chris, and Chris says that he does not want kids, and Jessica doesn't either. But what happens if Chris down the line says he wants kids? That might not work, but I can see them lasting if that is not a problem, definitely for sure. Now, Brittany and Devontae. Devontae keeps saying that he's used to women not of color. Man, hey dog, you are of color, because that math ain't math, and this one feels like two people trying to stretch their preferences. I don't know if this one holds up at all, because she's talking about she likes taller, more athletic people, and he keeps on saying, I'm used to dating women that don't have color. And the way that he's saying it, though, he's saying it as if he's just some white, blonde-haired man. Dog, you got something in you. You have some color in you, dog. So this one gonna be interesting, and they ain't gonna make it to the altar. That's not happening, for sure. We have Alex and Ashley, and I think that they look good together, but Alex keeps on bringing up that he likes darker features, and I don't know exactly what he's talking about, because he just says darker features. Now, Alex does bring up that he played professional soccer 3,000 times, talking about some other players suck. This man said David Beckham sucks. He's just not that good. And then he calls someone else weird. All right, that's that ego on high right now. And this is for someone who hasn't done much professionally. How you going to talk about somebody else? If they suck, you suck. This love triangle didn't make it at the end of the day. We got Kevin, we had Kia, and we had Tyler. Now, Kevin could not decide if he's going to go left or he's going to go right. He kept folding under pressure. And then we had Tyler. She couldn't make up what she was wanting to do. She kept on giving him ultimatums and saying, if you don't choose, I'm leaving. And then she ended up leaving, ghosting everybody at the end of the day. Now, both women probably dodged a bullet there, because if you're confused in the pods after a couple of weeks, then you're definitely going to be confused at the altar. These couples in their 20s, their early 30s are still figuring out, and that's cool. But the drama, the back and forth, the I don't know, the I need closure from last week. But now, this is a show. They do meet each other within a couple of weeks and have to make a decision. So that's probably one thing that I couldn't do as well. But they can always leave the person at the altar. So go ahead and make the decision. Stay on the show as long as you can, and then dump them. Just do that. So we had Joe teaching lessons through history, cussing, talking about hoes. The NBA trying to bring pride back to the All-Star game. And then we have Love is Blind. The couples trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. So y'all let me know which couple you think is going to make it. If you watched the Madea movie, did you like it? The All-Star game, what did you think about the new format? What do you think about the All-Star game in general? Y'all do me a favor, go watch another video.